12:30. I welcome everybody to the Finance Committee meeting. Just making sure that Zuko, Deputy Lord Mayor, Sexton, Thomas, Coates, all the committees here, and we've got Alderman Briscoe here as well. Thanks very much for coming along. And there's no apologies or leave of absence. We don't have to co-opt anybody. Can someone move to...
Chairman.
All those in favour, all those against, the item's carried. Consideration of supplementary items. There's no supplementary items. Indication of pecuniary conflict of interest. There'll be no conflict of interest. Transfer of agenda items. There'll be no transfer of agenda items. Reports, Local Government Association, elected member nomination. Do we have anything?
I'm happy to go again.
David,
as proxy.
we've got the deputy as proxy. Anyone going to nominate for
I'm assuming, Chairman.
Oh, no, sorry, that's it. The proxies were after. Sorry about that. Okay. So we've got the deputy again for proxy. Anyone else? So
We normally have two as proxies. Is that what I'm...
Oh, voting delegate. So Lord
Voting
Mayor.
delegate would be the Lord Mayor, presumably.
yeah, the delegate is the Lord Mayor. Yeah, the question from Councillor Coates is, can we have two proxies?
Well, just reading it
Yes or
here,
no?
it seems like we used to have two. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to put your hand up?
Yeah,
That's fine. Councillor Coates, you after being a proxy as well?
No, I'm just saying it. I don't know if Alderman Brackus wants to do it again, but if he...
So
Can we leave it open for council? Is it delegated to here? Is it?
No,
Okay.
it's delegated to council.
Okay. So we'll leave it for council. We'll just go in with one and we'll see what happens at council. Okay.
And Chairman and the Lord Mayor is the voting delegate.
That's correct. Okay. All those in favour?
Aye.
All those against? No one's against. The item's carried. Fees, charges and emissions. Okay.
Chair, this was just an administrative error.
Happy to move
Yes,
that. Happy to
errors
move the
happen everywhere,
recommendation.
don't they? Okay. Moved by Alderman Sexton. Any debate, discussion? There's no debate, discussion. Put the item. No one against. Item's carried, unanimous. Outstanding parking fines, debts, clamping of vehicles. This is one of my my things. Someone's phone's going. No, it's Alderman Thomas. Your phone's going, Alderman Thomas.
Ring me.
So outstanding, the clamping of vehicles that the council not pursue, the clamping of vehicles. Who's moving that?
I'll move that.
Moved by the Deputy Lord Mayor. Any debate? Just letting you know I'm voting against it. Anyway, all those in favour?
Aye.
Sorry?
I know you.
Sorry, I appear to be muted. I can't hear you. I'm not muted myself, but the COH administration looks like it's off.
We can hear you.
Yeah, but he can't hear you telling him
Okay.
that we can hear him.
Craig?
That's better. Thank you.
Okay.
I did get some feedback from the planning meeting last night that it was quite difficult to hear some of the elected members, so perhaps we should attempt to talk into the microphone a bit more.
Okay. All right. I'll put the item. All those in favour? Do we have a show of hands, please? All those against? We've got another there. Thank you. Okay. Response parking review.
I'm happy, Chairman, to receive the information be received and noted, but it doesn't actually tell us. It says that there was a request for an investigation, and then it says that operational arrangements have been enacted. So I'm assuming that rather than report back what the result of the investigations were, actions already been taken. But it doesn't say whether or not people are paying. You know, are these hotel and accommodation operators actually paying for access to our car park? I mean, how does it work? What does it work?
Through you, Chair, yes. So the investigation was to take a look at alternate or more options, if you like. There have been operational arrangements in place with a couple of hotels. Happy to, call them out now as being Hadley's and Crown Plaza. They are commercial contracts, which is why we haven't gone into detail here. And there's a few other discussions going on with some other hotels, but they're part of sort of the operational approach of city parking.
The bottom line is that they are paying the council for access.
Correct.
And we're more than covering our costs, I assume? Okay, thank you.
Chairman,
Deputy.
whilst we're on the issue of car parks that we run, can I ask a question which is a little bit off topic, but through you to Mr. Carr, just in relation, there was a letter to the paper today about the cleanliness of, I think it might have been Argyle Street car park. Is that something that comes up regularly in relation to the cleanliness of the car parks, and particularly when we're letting them out like this?
Through you, Chair, we do have a couple of different cleaning arrangements with the car park, and that one in particular was the one in relation to the letter today was one that had been renegotiated last year, so that council could actually save six figures. It was over $100,000 in the annual costs. Part of that is the we're looking at alternative approaches to how we can clean a lot of the beams and things in Argyle Street without pushing a lot of pollutants into the rivulet. There's a lot of heavy metal pollutants in the exhaust in the car parks, and so that's something that we've that's part of the cleanliness that we're sort of getting on top of at the moment.
Okay. All those in favour?
Aye.
All those against? There's no one against. Items carried. Right, City of Hobart rates postponement policy. There's some amendments on there. Anyone moving it?
What are the
Happy to move that, Chair.
Moved by Alderman Thomas.
So what are the specific amendments?
They're in the policy report. There are changes in point 3. Okay, Mr.
Through you,
Short.
Chair. Look, I guess they're consequential amendments just to match up with the hardship policy. So it's removed the reference to COVID. We have a specific postponements policy because it is a specific section of the Local Government Act. So I would describe them as consequential amendments.
Thank you.
Yep, minor. Okay. All those in favour? All those against? Items carried. Committee status report. Someone would like to move, receive and note. Move by Alderman Sexton. Any questions? Be no questions. Anyone against? No one against. Items carried. Okay, responses to questions on notice. Someone move to receive and note.
I move.
Move to receive and noted. Any questions? No questions. Item is carried. Questions without notice. Anyone got questions without notice?